Alright guys, I realize we haven't updated on our chicks in quite a while. As you can tell, a lot of them are close to fully feathered. They're doing great. We just moved them out into the Florida room in this big dog crate full of some of our free mulch, and they are loving being in this new, like, more natural ground, learning how to scratch and things like that. But yeah, I think we found like 5 roosters so far, so 5 out of 16 really isn't that bad. Usually we try to account for half, which kind of leads to the chicken math. That's why you hatch so many, is because you know you'll end up with quite a few roosters. But these guys are super happy. So in here we've got some Morans, we've got some olive eggers, we have a couple Swedish flower hens, create some new colors we don't have. So the bantam chickens are still inside. As you can see, they are super, super tiny. I can hold one in my hand to show you how small they really are. There they are. So these guys are the same age as the ones outside, and you can tell she's about the size of my hand. Or the palm of my hand, I should say. Super tiny and much, much slower to mature. You can see like most of her body is still down feather, whereas the outside chickens have mostly feathered bodies by now. Alright guys, it is late and we had a pipe burst, so hubby is fixing it. He's not a plumber, but we're doing it.
Hoping she holds.
Guess we'll find out when we turn it on.
Mm-hmm.
Perf. With a brand new twister.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that I got this coop back here by myself?
How's it do it by yourself?
'Cause I got muscles.
Yeah.
This is me, guys, replanting our flowers. Because our Houdini chicken, it's a good thing she's our favorite because she got out again today. And thankfully she did not make it all the way over to the crops, but she did eat all of our flowers that were coming up. So I'm gonna replant them, and I hope it's not too late in the season for them to come up. Look at that! So exciting! They're everywhere. This plant is really taking off. My coffee plant still looks a little bit, whoa, something's growing right there. I don't know what it is. It's definitely some kind of vegetable or something. Ouch, ouch, Ezzy, ouch. Guys, baby wearing with a twiddler is so awful. Like, don't get me wrong, I love baby wearing. Look, now he's mad at me because he was pinching my armpit with his razor sharp nails and I stopped him and now he's mad. Anyways, we may have to plant that and see what it is. Had some great leaves coming out of this, and this is Icy Pop yet again eating things, and she wasted it. She didn't even eat it, she just ripped it off. Also, our nebula carrots aren't doing super fantastic over here. We've had quite a few die off, as you can see, like the gap. So I did reseed this area. Maybe it'll be okay. What do you think, Story? You think it'll be okay?
Yeah. I marked it.
Thanks for marking it. I'm not sure who does more damage in the garden, Icy Pop or Story. I'm super excited because my peppers, which seem to be so stinking slow to do anything with their lives. You know, like that super overage man who still lives with his mom and she like still makes his plate and he lives in the basement because he just doesn't want to grow up and move out. That's how I see pepper plants. I love them. I planted so many of them, but they take forever to not be babies. I mean, first they take so long to germinate in general, and then they take forever to do anything at all. So you guys remember when I planted the pepper plants, they're just now starting to put out a second leaf. So I am super excited, like finally you guys are getting your crop together, you're moving out, you're getting a job, paying rent, you know? Look. So this was my first one to do it. Here we go. See it? It's happening. Mommy's little baby is finally growing up. You're only like 40, but I'm glad you're growing up. Here are the mammoth melting peas. They're all super happy, super fast growing. I knew they would be. Peas and beans, they just seem to like really take off. They're totally the defiant teen that moves out when they're like 16. Here's the okras. They're doing so great, putting out multiple leaves. Looking healthy. Here are my cowpeas or black-eyed peas. And some of these, if you notice, like I got a lot of sand washed into this area after a big flood with my water hose. But some of these are starting to put off all the real growth. And as you can see, we have some caterpillars. I still can't find the stinking caterpillars. I turn the leaves over every day, so I'm thinking it might be some kind of nighttime creature. Anyways, some are struggling, as you can tell, the little ones that almost got drowned. But some are doing really great with all these extra shoots. That's why I plant so many. I didn't need this many, but I knew not all of them were gonna make it. Here is the one and only squash. She's a single lady. All right, so some of you had ideas about the basil dying off, and while all those ideas were great, I think it turned out that it was just stress from the transplanting because I didn't do anything different, and it started to perk back up. So look how happy she looks now. A happy little basil plant. Okay, wait, I did lie. I didn't do anything except I picked off a ton of the foliage. I picked off a lot of leaves to give the plant a little bit of a break, and just left like the healthiest ones I could find, and I think that really, really helped. It's looking like a garden, guys. Look at this bok choy. It's definitely the honor roll student, overachiever. So something I find really interesting is how some plants can all be planted in the same exact spot, in the same exact soil, and they all grow so differently. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is a beet. That's a beet. This is a beet. Okay. But so is this. And this one. So this beet and this beet were planted at the exact same time. And look at them. Look at the difference. It's so weird. Some purslane. This stuff grows here like weeds. And although it's great, you can eat it and it has some benefits, it really, really takes over if you're not careful. Oh, look it. Hi. It's a honeybee. You are more than welcome to be here, friend. Be here. So punny. Look at that. I am barefoot. And I've been walking through this garden. I'm so glad I didn't step on you. That would not have been fun for either of us. Alright guys, I am coming to you once again for help because I'm not a professional gardener. I'm noticing some of my plants are doing something. The bok choy was doing it, the collards didn't do it as bad, but the bok choy was really bad, and my turnips are doing it too. What is going on? Okay, so this is like a normal turnip. It has a stem and leaves, okay? But then look at this. It's almost like they're leggy. Look at it. How is that tiny little stem gonna support all this? It looks like it's gonna die off. Actually, look at this one, it did die off. So look, here is the turnip. And this tiny little dried up stem. Like, what is going on? Why are they doing that? How do plants get leggy in the ground? Am I overwatering? Which could be very possible. Here's a really bad one. This one, this is what the bok choy were doing. They were turning all the way upside down. See? They curl under, and then the new growth is starting right there. So this plant is like all the way upside down, but still growing new growth. Like, what is going on? I don't know. I put a lot of hope in these turnips. Look at that one. This is a direct sown one, so it's not like I let it get leggy before planting it. What's going on? Someone help. Alright, I spotted something. I told you guys that we let our asparagus bed fern because it's like the first sprouts and we didn't want to over harvest. But here we go. Look at that spear that hasn't ferned yet. And it's a pretty good size going. We might harvest that. Try our first asparagus spear from the garden. That's so exciting.